Yo, what is good, VIP family? Welcome back to another episode. So on today's video, I'm pretty much gonna be doing some paint corrections on my car. Pretty much when we sprayed it, a couple areas got a little bit of orange peel. So I'm gonna be showing you guys pretty much how to get rid of that and the steps to follow, so that way we can get rid of that. So let's get into this video. All right, so I'm pretty much gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. So you can kind of see, so the top didn't get touched, but the bottom did. So you can kind of see that orange peel right here. So I'm gonna go over what we need. So pretty much I have my finishing foam pad, my polishing foam pad, my compound 1500 grit sandpaper, 2000 grit sandpaper, and then my polisher machine right there. And then you're also gonna need a bucket of water. So what that pretty much is gonna do with the 1500 grit is it's pretty much we're gonna sand it down, but without damaging the clear coat. So we're pretty much gonna sand it down, make this area smooth, and then we'll go over, check the work, and then from there we'll hit it with the 2000 grit, make sure everything is smooth. And then once we get everything smooth, we're pretty much gonna be going over it with the machine and pretty much with the compound in the machine, and then just making sure, polishing everything up, and then we'll pretty much seal everything up with a wax. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing. Not, like I said, not everything is rough. It's just certain areas that I could feel. So just along here, I don't know if you guys can kind of hear that. So pretty much we're just gonna knock that out and get this car ready for show season. I know show season started, but yeah, we're gonna get it looking right. So without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, so what you pretty much want to do is you want to clean your area that you're going to be working on. So here I have is just panel prep. It's pretty much removes wax and grease. So even though I'm going to be sanding it, I just want to make sure that that area is clean that I'm going to be working on. So I'll just get you a clean microfiber cloth and just pretty much wipe down the area that you're going to be working on. All right, so now I'm pretty much going to be, like I said, filling the areas and then using my 1500 grit sandpaper and just sanding that down. You don't want to sand too hard, just enough to where it'll smooth out the area, because all we're doing is just sanding down a little bit of the clear coat. Also, you want to make sure that your sandpaper stays nice and wet. You don't want to sand the same area for too long. We're not trying to get down to the paint, we're just knocking a little bit of the clear off of the rough area. So you can hear in that area where it's rough at, all I'm doing is just sanding that down till I get it smooth. Now this car is kind of tricky because the paint, how it's white. If it was a darker color, it'd kind of be a little bit easier. But all I'm doing is just pretty much trying to feel and listen to the area. Once I hear that it's pretty smooth, then I'll move away from it. So I just got done with the 1500 grit. Pretty much what you want is just a smooth surface. Like I say, you don't want to sand too much. That way you're like pretty much eating up the clear, diving into the paint. You pretty much just want to sand enough to where the area is smooth. So now if you're looking at it, it looks dull. This right here, that's just pretty much from the sandpaper, but that would polish right out once I hit it with the compound. But pretty much it looks dull as I'm running my hand across it. No more rough area. That's pretty much what you want. So now that I'm done with the 1500, I'm pretty much gonna use the 2000 grit and pretty much sand it down again just a little bit. And then once I get done with that, I'll pretty much touch it up with the compound and we should start seeing some results. So let me switch over and then I'll pretty much get back with you guys. All right, so if you have a question of why I'm using the 1500 grit versus any other one, it's because it's light enough to not damage the clear or damage the paint. 2000 grit is lighter than that, so it definitely won't damage nothing. And especially, you pretty much, like I said, you're not trying to go deep into the paint, you're not trying to go deep into the clear, just enough to where it smooths down the top layer and starts to get rid of that orange peel. So that's pretty much why I'm using the 2000 grit. So I'm pretty much just gonna go over it. Not even much, like I said, you don't even want to go over the same spot like that. Just enough to where it smooths it down. And like I said, in between sanding, you want to just check your area just to make sure that you're doing it good and you're not going deeper than what you should. So that's all I'm gonna do. Just in certain areas, just touch it up. Because I did majority of the work with the 1500 grit. So this is just to smooth it out. And that's pretty much gonna be it. Just get your microfiber cloth, wipe down the area, check it, and then pretty much move on to the next step. All right, so the next step is gonna be pretty much buffing this area right here that I just worked on. Now, you do want to set your buffer at a low speed. You don't want to go too high because one, you don't want to burn into the paint, which is pretty much burn through the clear and get to the paint and pretty much mess up everything you pretty much been working on. So you just want to stay at a low RPM, and then you pretty much just want to add some compound. Pretty much how I like to do it is I like to just rub it in. So that way it gets evened out and it gets on the areas. And then I'll just touch it up one more time. And then I'll pretty much work this in. So another thing to note too is you don't want to keep your buffer in the same area. You kind of just want to move it around, just come back and forth to the area so that way the paint doesn't heat up and you don't pretty much eat through the paint and the clear. So you just want to move it around pretty much how you see me. And then pretty much, like I said, just take time, check your work, see if you can start seeing some results. If you can, then you could keep either working that area a little bit longer or you can move to a different area. And then from there, once you start seeing that results, then you'll pretty much stop that step and then move on to the next step. All right, guys. So I just finished the compound right now. Pretty much, as if you guys were looking at the video before, you guys could see the difference already. With right here, it's not dull as it was before. It pretty much matches now. And like I said, filling the area smooth. None of that roughness. So pretty much you just want to take your time on the area. Don't stay in one area for too long. And just let the machine do its job. You don't have to apply pressure to it. You know, just let the machine do what it's supposed to do. And pretty much you'll start seeing the results. So I'm very happy with the results that I see. Like I said, it's smooth. It's that shininess. It's not dull as it was before. So now pretty much I'm gonna move on to the waxing process. Pretty much throw wax on there, switch out the pad, because this is pretty much like a polishing pad. So this is gonna be a finishing pad. So I'm pretty much gonna swap this onto the buffer, and then pretty much throw some wax on here and pretty much seal up the job that I just did. But I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. All right, so pretty much about to start waxing. So I'm gonna go ahead and be using this dual action cleaner / polish mirror glaze by Meguiar's. After I get done with that, I'm pretty much gonna be finishing up with this final inspection spray wax mirror glaze by Meguiar's also. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing right now.
I just wanna be alone and die alone and sip Patron and do things all on my own. Take a drive, push the gas, crash the whip, hold back, turn off my phone. Baby, me no melody so heavily. I'm just tryna right my wrongs. Yeah. I'm tryna right my wrongs. Yeah. I just wanna be alone and die alone and sip Patron and do things all on my own. Take a drive, push the gas, crash the whip, hold back, turn off my phone. Baby, me no melody so heavily. I'm just tryna right my wrongs. You second guess the way you looking back at me, like why the fuck you leave me on? But a fake love real. They never pay my bills. They don't know the way I feel. They don't know the pain that kills. Maybe this all I got. They be tryna take my spot, telling me that I'm next up. They be tryna take my job, take my job.
Alright guys, so I'm pretty much done. I finished up with the polish on there. So I'll let you guys see how it looks. Real good. Like I said, smooth. See the pearl in there, no more orange peel, compared to my other side that I gotta work on. Let's see, should find some place to stick this to. All right, compared to my other side, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear that. So that's pretty much how you cut and buff. If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure you guys smash that like button. Also comment down below, let me know what you guys think. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, man. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell also to stay updated. And if you guys want to check out more of this build, hit me up on Instagram at VIP Ls_430. Till next time, much love.